For some reason, the place shown in the next clip just gives me comfort chills, which might be odd for some, but for someone who loves horror, and especially the Dreamcore era, which is also related to the backrooms, I found the place so beautiful. The next video features a man whose name is Sam Rosie, a guy from Southeast Asia. He works as a truck driver and has been in the business for a long time. He drives the truck around in Indonesia's countryside, so he knows exactly how to drive around and what tracks to take and what to avoid. He usually documents some of his drives in shorts, but as of late, he decided to take a twist he never expected somehow, even though he was told that something odd lingers around that path he was going to take. He, as usual, was about to deliver his order, taking a pathway called the Bridge of Wonders. Obviously, that's not the actual name of the bridge. It doesn't have a name, but it has a reputation, and a very creepy one. They say, and I think everyone who has ever crossed the bridge many times has told such a story, that some dark spirit haunts the place. Sam Rosie, known for his brave heart, which I don't know how he is known for, didn't hesitate. He took the risk and went to that bridge to reach his ultimate destiny, which he did eventually, but not before going through a terrifying experience he will never forget. His truck stopped abruptly, and he went down to see what broke it and then began sniffing an odd, disgusting odor. He checked under the car, maybe something was leaking, causing the odor, but he was startled when he saw two skinny feet hovering from the other side.
Ya bener sampean. Apa jenenge? Tibake mesinku sing keder. Dudu iki. Dudu apa lur ya? Nah, bener wingi geter iki lur. Wingi geter. Mesinku soak wis tak servis ya lur ya. Hawane. Iki terus gendera dudu apa-apa lur. Wis. Aku saiki ngomong ya. Mambune moro-moro mambune gak enak lur. Mambu melati campur amis. Sapa iku? Sapa? Si ambu amis lur ya. Ayo. Sapa? Sapa iku? Cuk, sapa iki? Welut. Muncul lo. Lur. Sopo yo? Wes lur, aku tak budal.
The man said that he already had the truck checked very recently and serviced, so it should have been working perfectly, so it was odd that it stopped on its track right on that bridge. The next video is a paranormal extravaganza from top to bottom. It's jam-packed with all sorts of supernatural activity, except for the ridiculous ones. You know, the ones where some goofball in a black coat plays introvert, attempting to impersonate a djinn. Seriously, who labeled djinn as introverts? They've got their own vibe going on. Ronald's our go-to-camera whiz for this ride. As for the rest of the gang, well, they're lurking behind the lenses somewhere. I'm talking video editors and publishers, not anyone else, just so we're clear and not debunking anyone here. Let's dive into the story, if you can call it that. Roru's relocated from the chilly north to sunny South Georgia. Hold on to your hats, folks, cause it's about to get even juicier. Ronald made this move to escape the haunting circus he had going on up there, what with all the supernatural shindigs in his house. So, did he succeed? Did he live his dream life? Well, not quite. Just like the rest of us, his dreams went on vacation. But he did move. Only problem was, it was like using a squirt gun against a tidal wave. No use at all. Those pesky demons and ghosts still won the day. I'm feeling like a commentator at a Beyblade showdown. And speaking of losses, how did he manage to fall short? It's like he forgot his special move. Those hauntings. Yeah, they decided to hitch a ride to his new crib too. While he was getting all mushy about family and friends, I almost lost my lunch from the emotions, and bam, the door behind him went slam. And the party didn't stop there. Doors slamming, light bulbs doing their best impression of fireworks, chairs on the move, even the attic door closed on him while he was mid-hold. And that's just the start.
Family, I don't want my friends or family freezing, or I'll just get that addressed, but I'm going to show you how this room, which I call the beach room, is together. Oh, what the? All right. That door just literally slammed. All right, I'm trying to have a good night right now, and now this happens. There's no way that the air conditioning or any kind of air is going to do that. There's no way. There is no way. Someone in here. What the? Look at that closet there. That looks like it's been... If there's somebody in this closet, it's not going to go well. What's going on here? What? Oh, what the? All right. The bathroom door just slammed, and then now that door just slammed. What? All right. That door just slammed shut. All right. I just heard something in here now. What the? Now what the? Sound like something to touch that room. What the? All right, I just heard something. Oh sh! What? All right, who? What? How did? All right, that just flew. That just flew from over here somewhere. That was just sitting. You know what? I can't. I can't just let. I just can't have something just sitting here like that. No. What was that? All right, something's in my bedroom. Something's in my bedroom. What in the heck is going on in my bedroom? Who's in here? What? Oh, we're not doing this again. No, we are not doing this again. What the? No, don't. I am done with this. Whoa, wait a minute here. Now I got everything open. Stop opening my refrigerator drawers. Sink is on. What the? All right. What the? Okay, a light bulb just comes out of nowhere. What? Oh, all right. You know what? I don't know how light bulbs are just coming out of wherever. Look at this. Now I got glass on the floor. Remember that ladder? That ladder was moving once time before? The door, look at the door. All right, it just shut. I'm trying not to feed into this energy, but this is getting on my nerves. All right, now what was that? Oh, come on. I am done with this. Look at this. Look at this. Ah, God. Oh. What the? That door just like jerked up, and now a bolt fly from here. You know, I didn't make a guest room for ghosts. All right. I'm trying to make sure that. All right. I just heard something. What the is that? Okay. I hear something coming from this area. Holy sh! That chair just flew out of nowhere. Holy. I thought turning the lights off was supposed to be a good thing. What the? Alright, that light just came. Alright, you guys have seen this before. You've seen this before, right? Lights flickering. What does it mean? What does it mean? I know it signifies. It's just something's in here. Something is in here. What the? Sounds like something's in my closet. Alright, something's legit in this closet. I don't even know. Find out. Alright, so far nothing. It sounded like something hit the wall or something. It literally sounded like. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, that just, look at that. Look, oh. If there's a spirit in here, is there a reason why you just shut that? Oh, no way. Okay, this cannot be happening.
Ellen is back with his haunted house, the man who has been documenting the strange phenomena occurring in his house for long enough at this point. There have been a lot of his videos where he has been hearing knocking on his house entrance door, and by looking at his peephole, by him looking through it, not me, by him checking the peephole to see who could be knocking at the door like that, he always comes short, except for a couple of occasions where he actually saw someone doing it, and it was nothing like a human, more like a demonic-looking creature. Today is no different. The door is still well knocked on, and the activity is still creepy, and from behind the door, there are no strangers to be found or anyone present to be causing these sounds. But by listening closely, you can hear what sounds like laughter, as if some demonic post-production voice, as if some demonic, strange voice was mocking this man. You have to wear headphones to hear that part clearly. Now, if it was just sounds, it wouldn't be as special. But as the man was coming out of his bedroom, he noticed an orb flying across the screen, and when he had to go upstairs, thinking that by doing so he might escape the activity, as if these ghosts were on a wheelchair or something, as he was trying to go upstairs, he heard footsteps behind him. But this might be the first time we could get a good look at what kind of ghost or jinn is haunting the venue. As he was pinning the camera around, it caught what looked like a shadow figure the size of a child lurking at him from behind a corner. Last but not least, he was advised to install a security camera, and what it captured was truly bone-chilling. The car was seen moving on its own, not like his actual car, but a kid's toy car, while the door was slammed after being opened.
Este es el tipo de situaciones en las que Quisiera salir corriendo, pero quiero que sepan qué es lo que está pasando realmente aquí. Sí, lo sé. Son sonidos, pero yo me encuentro solo aquí en esta casa. Algo o alguien está abriendo las puertas de la alacena. Quieren abrir la puerta de afuera. Se escuchan voces. Se escuchan voces. Voces muy extrañas. Como estas, escuchen, escuchen. No manches. ¿Y eso qué? Viene de arriba. Escuchen, escuchen. Lo que sea, o quien sea que esté haciendo esto, créanme que no es gracioso. Ok, amigos, yo creo que me retiro porque creo que estando aquí es demasiado peligroso. Amigos, son las 5:25 de la mañana y se acaba de ir toda la luz en la casa. Pero miren, ¿quién tocará la puerta a esta hora? Escuché pasos y escuché voces. Déjeme ver si ya llegó la luz. No, no creo que... Espero y no nada más se haya ido aquí en mi casa. Se siente una vibra muy... No manches. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? No manches, no manches. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? No manches. Ven eso, ven eso, ven eso. Ven esa sombra. No manches, no manches. No manches. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Quién eres? ¿Qué quieres? No, está aquí dentro de la casa, ya mejor me voy. No manches. Uf. Hola a todos, amigos. Acabo de poner algunos inciensos aquí en mi casa y los ruidos comenzaron de manera agresiva. Acabo de poner también un poco de sal en la puerta, como muchos de ustedes me los han recomendado. creo que en vez de que esto se termine, de que esto pare, creo que ha sido un poco más agresivo, porque los sonidos han sido muy fuertes, las puertas, las sillas, todo de verdad que ha sido algo muy difícil estas noches. No manches, les juro que vi a un niño correr. Mire, mire, no, no sé si seguir con esto, no sé si lo que estoy haciendo solamente perjudica un poco más la situación. De verdad que no sé. Escuche, acabo de también comprar una medalla de Santo San Benito y la he puesto aquí en mi puerta. Escuche, pero no, nada ha servido. Todo ha sido en vano. No ha servido de nada todo lo que he hecho. Pero no solamente aquí abajo, también escuchen. Se escuchan también pasos arriba. Y créanme que estoy completamente solo. Y gracias a todos por decirme que ya no abra más la puerta. Y de verdad que ya no lo vamos a volver a hacer. Porque esto es... No manches, no manches, no manches, no manches.
I wonder if this man actually has a kid, because why else would he own these toys in his house? So, my theory is, if it so happened that he has a kid, isn't it odd that the Jinn figure also just happened to be the size of a kid? One of the scariest things you could ever experience is being followed and chased by a creature you never know what it is and you can't even see. I have once gone through a similar experience where I was walking back home and felt like something was right behind me and it kept following me until I got home. I locked the door, but he began banging heavily. Later, I realized that was the house owner whom I hadn't paid rent to in 3 months. When it comes to our fellas in the next video, they were in a paranormal investigation. They headed into a rural area. They were going to investigate the area where there are multiple empty small houses. While they were heading there, an old local dude, and I feel like I'm disrespecting him by calling him a dude since he is really old. Regardless, the man warned them that they should never go deeper. He warned them that the place is filled with the poltergeist and even some weird creatures. He even went as far as blocking their way by parking his tractor right in front of them. But eventually they reached what they wanted, and man oh man, should they have listened to that old man's advice? Before they entered a single one of these small abandoned houses, they were circling around them, and while they were still on it, they began hearing some sounds. These sounds were like bangs at first, or maybe sounds of objects moving, but they couldn't identify them. The party is yet to begin. As they were trying to point out what the source was, they spotted something that sent feces down their pants. Inside one of these small houses, a figure peeking at them was spotted, which they noticed. They resisted and wanted to get inside that house, but more paranormal activity occurred. After a long back and forth, they finally were able to investigate these houses. And here is where they got locked. Something was chasing them down so bad he tried to break the freaking door on them. They held their ground but ended up screaming louder than a little pony.
Galera, a gente chegou, né, Pinguim? A gente chegou aqui, o tratorista lá do outro lado, lá em cima, veio no pau, mano. Olha lá. Tem um barulho, mano. Você viu o que o tratorista falou? Que sempre quando ele... Eita, pega!
Vambora.
Que vambora, acabou de chegar, vambora. Larga a mão, ter bunda mole, Pinguim. Que tipo de trem que tem aqui, mano?
Ele falou que tá com o tio dele, mano.
Eu acho que tá nessa casa aqui, Pinguim, ó. Essa casa aqui, ó. Essa na frente. Deve estar nessa casa aqui, ó. Ó, tá vendo?
Tem alguém aí?
Nossa, arrepiei. Oi. Oi. Você viu ali? Eu acho que eu gravei. Que? Que mão?
Ah, mão lá, velho.
Mão?
Porta lá, ó.
Aonde, pinguim?
Porta, mão lá.
Olha lá. Olha lá.
Você viu, velho?
O que é aquilo, pinguim?
É bicho peludo, mano.
Oi, olha lá.
Cuidado, velho. É lobisomem, mano.
Oi! Mano, o que é aquilo lá, pinguim? O que foi? Hã? O que aconteceu?
Passarinho voando.
Ali, mano, tadinha. Não, o carro tá nem em cima lá, ó. Nossa, que susto, mano. Meu Deus, será que eu tento ir lá pra mostrar pra todo mundo que tem aqui dentro? Oi! Aí, aí! Puta que pariu! Você tá maluco, tio? O que é aquilo? Olha lá, tá vindo! Aí, vai! Aí, Pico, tá aí, ó! Puxa! Puxou aqui! Sai daí! Aí!
Pula aí, velho.
Olha lá!
Ele vai pular aí.
Vambora! Fecha a porta!
Tá louco, filho?
Acho que tá de boa, mano. Vambora! Hã? Ah! Fecha essa porta, mano! Aí, tá aqui! Tá aqui, ó!
Segura.
Meu Deus!
Caramba.
Aí tá ali, ó!
Caramba.
Vai, segura, pinguim!
Mano, é agora.
Meu Deus!
Debaixo da janela, velho.
Meu Deus do céu!
Mano, é agora. Olha, já passa.
Aí! Parou nada, mano!
Não vai sair, velho.
Vou saber?
Debaixo da janela. Olha o jeito.
Oi!
É agora, mano.
Corre! Eita porra!
É agora. Vai até treinar na porta de lá.
Segura firme, eu vou ver se tem uma porta aqui.
Olha, gente. Vamos.
Como que eu vou passar aqui? Eu não passo aqui, pinguim! Ele tá vindo aqui, pinguim!
Corre, corre. Segura. Pula a janela. Vai, pula. Vem cá, vem aqui.
Vem, trava aí! Trava! Trava!
Mãe, tá vendo?
Vem logo, pinguim!
Vai, desce.
Vai!
Listen, man, next time, when heading to a rural area, make sure to convince one of the old locals to step inside with you. He could be very helpful in these situations. Maybe he could put himself as sacrificial bait. The other night I was sitting on my couch, doing some stuff on the laptop. You know, I'm a busy man, and if I have nothing to do, I find something to do. And that's how it was that day. Then my baby tried to get soft with me. So she started groping my arm. And I was like, oh honey, you know I wasn't gonna beat my meat while you're here. I love you so much. That's why I only do it when you're not here. Then I turned to her to give her a big hug, and I found no one. Then I said, I'm too broke to even have a check. I went immediately to the bathroom to wash my face and take a shower. You know, my pants had 3 different colors after that incident. They were white, later they became off-white, yellow and brown. While I was in front of the mirror, I saw something moving quite fast behind me. I said to myself, she must be preparing a surprise for me. But then again, I remembered I'm too beta to have a girl. So what does this whole story have to do with the next video, you may ask? Don't worry, because that's part of what happened to our friends in the next video. And since this video has no background story, or at least the story that was provided by the owners of the property was not understood by my genius, I tried using all my brain cells in order to explain to you guys the story, but I ended up in an asylum. My brain couldn't handle all the pressure. But I can tell you one thing, whoever died in that house and haunted it, she was horny. The spirit likes to make her presence loud and clear, opening cabinets, knocking on doors, and walking behind doors. And if you don't want to end up in a hospital, don't pay any attention to the captions.
あれちょっと待って止まってね。あれつけてなかった。さっきつけた。今までの無駄になっちゃう。
これ消えてるよ。え、マジで。うわ、多分鳴ってたぜ、多分ここで。外？待って、嘘でしょ。ごめんなさい、開けます。なんもないよね。誰もいないよ。マジで。北東なんだけど。待って。こちら。待って。俺がいたとこ、絶対俺がいたとこ。さっきもなった。俺が上にいた時になった。で、俺気になったんよ。外見てみよう。ほら、さっきの廃墟だ。こっちは。風がなんかスッてやっべ怖っ。待ってなんかすっごいね、こっからなんか隙間見えるしね、なんかこうまず座ってやってみましょうか。今ゾワッとした思いっきりなってた。やっぱこれじゃないかな。そういうのが関係して、ちょっと待って、今映ったかな。今ね、モル置いてある。マジか。やだ、本当にやだ。そんなことある？確かに磁石だぜ。確かこれさっきも入ってたよね、だって。そう、それはもう、撮ってなかったんだけど、撮ってなかったっけ、あの時。あれは撮ってないね。で、閉めたんよ、こうやってちゃんと。閉まって、おろそう。だったな。すげえ。なんだね。やっぱ外だよ。人がいたの？なんか人がいる気配する、外のね。人が見てないけどね。人がなんかいるようには確かに感じる。後でさ、
If you are one of the few who paid attention to the translation I provided, then I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. But if else, then you're still conscious, then hear me out. I have never seen a ghost so wet like that. Her fingerprints were more white than my own This list just keeps getting more and more creepy the longer it goes. Or should I say, more and more stupid. But you thought we were done there in the third clip. Oh dude, you didn't get there yet. We still have 2 more to go. At least the last one will be somewhere appropriate in my own ranking. We have Jake or Jack, one of 2. Upon checking, his name seems to be Jack. Jack uploaded this video 13 years ago, almost 14 at this point. Jack is now a happy man who followed his passion and made his dream come true. Did he actually? And why are you jealous of him? Maybe he did, but you should wish him the best, especially after the horrifying moment he had to go through on the day he made this video. But why? What happened to this young fella? Do you really want to know? As it may stop your heart beating for a moment due to how scary the experience was. Alright then, I will tell you. He said he believes his home's attic is haunted by a ghost, so as he was checking, he heard a noise, as if something fell. He gathered himself and stood his ground, all until that moment when he turned around to find what looked like a hairy figure staring at him. It wasn't that serious though, so don't overthink it.
Yeah, I'm Jace. Something's been banging around in my attic all last night. I couldn't go to sleep, but I didn't want to go out there tonight because I'm open. But I'm gonna go check it out now and see what it is. Find the light switch. What's that? Turn the light. Where's my... Alright, there's this stuff. No, nothing right there. See anything?
I wonder if he ever thought of becoming one of those boys in the Catholic churches who make some musical sounds with their voices. I think they are called cantors, according to Google. Never in your life listen to an old man's advice that you could fly. It's not just exclusive to old people. It's anyone who gives you such weird advice. But the question here is, how come that a fully grown person would even take such ridiculous advice? Well, that takes me to my next point, which regards the next video, where we have Franco, the investigator. He decided to go to an abandoned school in Chile. The school used to be a place to educate kids back in the day, and I know how surprised you are right now. I also thought that schools were used for different purposes. But if you think I'm being sarcastic, then think again, because this school in particular actually turned into a sanctuary for nuns before it was eventually deserted. Though why this school was left abandoned revolves around one sad case where one of the students left life due to jumping from the building. That's why I told you to never listen to anyone's advice regarding flying. As Franco arrived, the atmosphere was eerie enough to make an old man cry. Something in the building was spotted by Franco. He suspected it could be some weirdo lingering around, or he could be mistaking some sheet of cloth to be someone. As he began venturing the place, some loud noise echoed even before he could put a foot inside the building, but that was just a hint of what was about to become a bone-chilling night. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating there. That night was creepy, but I have seen creepier. Anyways, inside, the man began hearing sounds like bangs and footsteps which he anticipated to be someone lingering around him, but he could never be sure because even the K2 meter didn't spike enough. But what concluded the eerie night was when the guy heard weird laughter, followed later by a rusty voice. What made matters even worse was the plushie of Barney, who was placed perfectly in the middle of the hallway.
I want to be careful moving through here because I don't want to make a big noise and trip on something. Oh, I just noticed there's a basketball court there. I feel like I'm in Last of Us. Why do I feel like this is kind of like a hospital? I don't know if you just heard that. I just heard a loud bang. This place feels like a hospital. Like it gives me an abandoned hospital vibe coming in here. I just heard a noise. I just heard a footstep in front of me. What the is that? Oh. I just heard laughing. I am nervous right now. Listen. I just heard a voice. All right. I'm gonna keep moving forward. Area despejida. I hear people outside. Hear 'em. What was that? What was that? Was that outside? I just heard it sound like a baby laughing. The sounds that you're hearing is coming directly where I just came from. And it's crazy because the more I've been in here, off camera, I've been hearing what sounds like a baby laughing. And I swear to God, I'm hearing what sounds like a baby laughing from, it goes on and then it just goes away. This could be an indication that somebody's living here. But I don't want to say hola or hello because I can't get caught. Today's mission is a bit different. I have to go in very, very quiet. But that what was that? That could be an indication. Just sitting right here. Oh, who's that? I just heard a noise. How big is this place? Oh my God. Hola? I just heard a noise. over there, but I'm seeing a lot of stuff right here. I'm gonna do a safety check. Oh my god, it keeps going. Oh, that. Holy. Hola? Come on, come on. It sounded like a female's voice. Hola?
That's what I expect from Barney. I bet that thing was always evil. He just works 2 shifts, one in the morning for the young fellas and the second shift comes at night where he conducts some suspicious acts. Look, I could never trust others with my body. Even if they are doctors with full experience, I'm still not giving them the green card. But you do go to the doctor, don't you? Yes, I do. And you do realize they mess with your organs. Yeah, so what? So basically, that's called trust buddy. You're not only giving them the green card, you're straight up giving them the golden ticket to do whatever they wish for if they find the opportunity. So, are you implying that I'm a fool? Yes. After this brief argument with myself, let's shine these lights on the next video and explain why I have trust issues with these doctors. First of all, do I really have to explain myself here? I don't think anyone can argue about the trust factor when it comes to your own body, and that's why if the next video is in reality what it claims to be, which is about the spirit of someone communicating with the patients using the sink faucet, then things could be darker than what it appears to be. Let me give you further information. As the lady in the next video was sitting right beside her child, who was in bed, they discovered that the faucet was acting strangely, as if it were responding to them somehow. It works with a sensor that only responds when someone waves their hands right in front of it in order to turn it on. Very familiar technology, I assume. But the uncertainty about this technology appeared when they started asking questions, and it began giving them answers. Okay, look buddy, we know you like to make up stuff during your scripts to add some spice to it, which isn't always welcomed, but the fact that you're telling us that humans are talking to a faucet and it's replying to them is just straight up ridiculous. And don't tell us that they also managed to take that thing's phone number so they could have a secret conversation later. The faucet was answering yes or no questions by turning on and off, nothing more.
Okay, go. Who is it?
It's so weird.
Is it you?
Is it me? It's not me.
It's motion sensor. There's no one over there. Okay, do it one more time.
Do it one more time, please.
Okay. One last time.
You okay? Wait, so are we friends now? Can you do it again if we're friends now?
Oh.
We're not friends? You don't like me? Okay.
Are you a doctor?
Are you a Wait, so do it again if you're a doctor. Wait, are you messing with us or are you actually a doctor? I don't know. Are you just messing with us? Okay. Well,
I don't know.
Are you a guy or girl? So do it. Do it. Okay. Okay, so do it if you're a guy. Do it if you're a guy. Turn it on if you're a guy.
Nope.
So you're a girl? You're a girl. Are you? So she's a girl.
Just want to make sure she has bracelet on.
Yeah.
You're good.
So double checking. You're a girl. Yes,
Oh.
maybe.
She got scared of the nurses.
It's okay. The nurses are gone. I promise. So she's a girl.
And just for show, let's see if it comes on right here.
Okay.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Nothing.
So now, let's see. Hello again. Do it if your eyes are blue. Okay. Do it if your eyes are green.
Oh.
Wait, so your eyes are green?
That was creepy.
What do you mean creepy?
How did Biba guess it? Yeah, it is creepy.
Do you think it's crazy that my friend guessed it?
No.
You think your hair color is common?
Are you scared of the nurses?
You don't like the nurses? I'm sorry. You want to play another game?
Yes. Or no?
Okay. Just watch my camera, okay, Dad?
Watch your camera, baby.
Watch my camera, okay? Okay. It's a friend.
We have a friend in the room.
Have you always been with us or stayed at this hospital?
Are you in the hospital?
All the time? So we just met? Do you like to say hi to other kids when they come?
Are you scared of the nurses? Did the nurses scare you when they came in the room?
Maybe
he doesn't like to be on camera.
It's
No,
a
you see it?
girl.
It's a girl.
How dare you?
We asked.
So you're a girl, right?
She doesn't like
See?
to be on camera.
Well, the camera can't see her. She has red hair and green eyes. Yes? Red hair, green eyes?
No, she said blue eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Green. Wait, did you say blue eyes?
You're scaring your dad. Do you like to scare people?
Oh, so she has blue eyes?
Do you have blue eyes, yes? Or do you have green eyes? Blue eyes?
Is she blinking the lights? Was she blinking the lights?
No, do you see the water, baby? The faucet.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so can you flicker the lights or no?
Did you see that? What?
Some of these things they ask make me wonder, is that actually a ghost of some sort, like the spirit of a patient who could have passed away here? I brought up the trust issue of doctors earlier in the introduction for one reason. What if this was in fact a spirit of a patient, and he passed away here due to unjustified actions by nurses? You can always consider yourself unlucky when you live in a haunted house, but you may also abuse the haunting of the house by building a community around it. Like, you can just start documenting your experience and posting it on social media. But our guy in the next video isn't just living in one of those haunted houses. No, he is living in a circus. The place is so active that he doesn't even need to wait until night to record some of this paranormal stuff. That doesn't even give justice to how paranormally active his house is. You know, I actually thought it wasn't even his house. Yeah, I would never think anyone could be able to have a normal day living through all of this. Shoaib Khan, he is our man. He is not our man, as if he will save the guy in the next video. He is the one struggling in the next video. As he enters his house in the daytime, he hears some noises, so he opens the door of one of the rooms, only for the pots and plates to start falling off the shelf. One day, the weather was windy, but only for Shoaib. In other words, the weather was actually fine, but the way his tree leaves and the lights were moving and swinging made it almost seem as if the weather was extremely windy that day. Or how about the iron ironing on its own? It was literally as if the ghost was holding it to iron a shirt. You know the broom from Harry Potter. Even if you don't know Harry Potter, the broom that witches used to fly around in fantasy stories, Shoaib has one of them in his house. I also thought it was just a fake. It turned out to be real. While Shoaib was walking around the corner, the whole house seemed to have opened up for him as a way of greeting. In other words, doors and windows were opening for him, while 2 chairs walked out of the room to say hello. This paranormal activity was nonstop that I couldn't catch a breath.
Assalamu alaikum margaro gore rana auras gore ha rana auras da gore ha humni da margaro rana auras da ha parana auras da ali ha da gore ha la ilaha illallah muhammadur rasulullah مرګرو تاسو ته وپدره چې زموږ په کور کې پیریان دي دا درېمه شپه چې سیکړ خوب هم دې نه دی کړی مرګرو دا تاسو وګورئ که نه دا د شپې 12 بجې دي دا تاسو وګورئ قل اعوذ برب الناس ملک الناس اله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس یا الله خیر خدای خیر دا تاسو وګورئ ښه دا تاسو وګورئ دې ته تاسو وګورئ یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر دا تاسو ګورئ ښه د شپې 12 بجې د سیکڼ خوب هم دې نه دی کړی زیره دې ځای نه بس د پیریانو ماپ هم کې زیره دې ځای نه زموږ د څه غلطي شوي پیریانو ماپ هم کې بس دې زیره دې ځای نه دا تاسو وګورئ هېڅوک نشته دا سټارټ دی دا تاسو وګورئ ښه د شپې 12 بجې دي دا تاسو وګورئ یا الله خیر یا الله خیر دا تاسو وګورئ یا الله خیر یا الله خیر خدای خیر یا الله خیر دا دې برګرو ښه دا وګورئ یا الله خیر دا تاسو وګورئ ښه ستاسو د مخې د هر څه دي دا تاسو وګورئ ښه یا الله خیر خدای خیر مرګرو تاسو وګورئ که نه بیا زه په کور کې الله اخیستی دا وګورئ ښه څو بیرې موږ دا کور دم کو دا وګورئ ښه یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر دا وګورئ یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر دا وګوره ښه یا الله خیر یا الله خیر مرګرو هېڅوک به دې کور کې نشته دا وګورئ ښه یا الله خیر یا الله خیر قل اعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس اله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس یا الله خیر موږ څو بیرې مرګرو دا کور دم کو او تاسو کله د جنکو نمبر را لېږئ کله د مرګرو نمبر را لېږئ دا اوس ګپ نه دی مرګرو ما ته نمبر را سینډ کړئ د چا سره چې نمبر د مولا ما ته را سینډ کړئ صحیح ده پلیز تاسو مهرباني وکړئ دا نمبر را سینډ کړئ دا وګورئ ښه هېڅوک به دې کور کې نشته او دا حل دی دا وګورئ ښه یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر دا وګوره ښه روزانه دا علي ښه موږ څو بیرې دا کور دم کو یا الله خیر خدای خیر یا الله خیر مرګرو تاسو وینئ که نه دا د شپې 2 بجې دي تاسو وینئ که نه تاسو موږ پسې ټوغې او مزاقې کوئ موږ ځان په مصیبت کې یو تاسو موږ پسې ټوغې او مزاقې کوئ دا وګورئ دا وګوره ښه یا الله خیر یا الله خیر قل اعوذ برب الناس ملک الناس اله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس یا الله خیر دا وګوره ښه موږ په مصیبت کې یو تاسو موږ پسې ردې بدې وایو کنځلې کوئ دا وګوره ښه تر شپې 2 بجې دي دا وګوره ښه
مرګرو بس مونږ د سبا سهار وختي د دې کور وځو بس د زمونږ زړه پوخ شو مرګرو دا وګوره ښه یا الله خیر یا الله خیر دا وګوره یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر سبحان استغفر الله الله اکبر یا الله خیر
السلام علیکم مرګرو دا په کچن کې ناسو مکنه او باره الله غسته دی خطا سو ګوره یا الله خیر یا الله خیر استغفر الله الله اکبر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر وګوره خمر ګرو یا الله خیر یا الله خیر تاسو ته مو ویل موږ د کوټې پیریان دي خدا واړه دي دا وسه د وګوره خپل سیر بار کړی ها یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر استغفر الله الله اکبر وګوره ها یا الله خیر یا الله خیر قل اعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس اله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس يا الله خير سوګي رکا سوګي یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر ګوره ها یا الله خیر سوګي رکا یا الله خیر یا الله خیر استغفر الله الله اکبر یا الله خیر سوګي رکا یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر
السلام علیکم مرګرو دا تاسو ګورئ ښه پرانا ورځ زموږ کره دا ال دی دا تاسو ګورئ ښه یا الله خیر یا الله خیر دا وګوره ښه ای غون لوښي راته ول یا الله خیر قل اعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس اله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس یا الله خیر خدای یا الله خیر دا وګوره مرګرو ښه یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر پرانا ورځ دا زموږ کره علي ښه مونږ دا کور څو پیرې دا کو څو پیرې او دا علي یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر خدای خیر
The first time I saw him, I thought he was just another one of those who stage their videos, but I'm no longer including him in that category. Not sure if it's real, but this kind of intensity is too rare to see. The next video has no context whatsoever. It's taken from an unknown source too, so it's like that kid who will grow up and become so successful that his family eventually comes out and says, "We finally found you," just to take advantage of his success. Where was I? Oh yes, the video. We have some girl recording a hallway which seems to be in her own house. Now usually, we wouldn't be scared of looking at dark corners in our own property, almost as if we are trying to confuse the ghost and make him flee the place. The girl was taking pictures in the dark using the flashlight, but what she caught sent shivers down both my and her spines. We already found a link there. We might be soulmates after all. What the girl captured was a dark entity's head, a hideous one that was peeking at her, but in other photos, the figure was nowhere to be found.
Oh God, it a bit too quick. I think.
To be honest, the figure's face does look intriguing and very creepy, but the question here is, how come she never checked her room and only relied on the photos she was taking? What if that was someone pranking you? And if it turns out to be an actual jinn figure, then you know the way out. Before you find your way out of this video, make sure to subscribe and watch the next video on screen.